Well, there's a lot of fragrance lines out there that get a little flanker happy, if you will. Sometimes they'll put out a flanker, and if it gets popular enough, they'll start making flankers of that flanker. And in this video, I'm bringing you some of my favorites that just so happen to be flankers of a flanker. So stay tuned. You want to talk about flankered to death? L'Homme, La Nuit de l'Homme, and then all the slew of flankers for La Nuit de l'Homme. Because La Nuit de l'Homme, lovely fragrance, iconic fragrance, is a flanker in itself. And it has spawned an entire other line of flankers on top of that. And they're actually quite good. Dare I say better. Most of them are better than La Nuit de l'Homme. Be honest with you. And my personal favorite of the group is definitely La Nuit de l'Homme, Le Parfum. Bit more tame, not quite as powdery. Still has the sweetness, but it's more of a fruity sweetness. Still has the spice, but it's not as much of a sweet spice. It's more aromatic and pepper spice. It's a little bit more refined is the way I would put it. I just like it better than the original. And look, I thoroughly enjoyed La Nuit de l'Homme. I like the EDP. Love the L'Intense, but this is my personal favorite. This is my go-to for date night. I've been trying to mix it up a lot more in the last several weeks, month or so. So I've kind of been putting this one to the side to really give some date night love to some other fragrances. But this is tried and true. This is my personal favorite to wear to dinner. My wife adores the way this thing smells on me. We've had a lot of great memories with me wearing this fragrance for dinner dates, evenings, birthday events, so on and so forth, since I've gotten this fragrance. In my opinion, the best flanker of this flanker. My opinion, of course. I'm sure there's others that love this one or that one or the original La Nuit de l'Homme more than this, and that's totally fine. This is all just based on my personal opinion and taste. And if this was ranked, this would have been last in the video because this is my favorite flanker of a flanker that's out there. I have many, but I really wanted to narrow it down to my absolute favorites, and it's pretty hard to beat La Nuit de l'Homme Le Parfum for me. Next is a 2021 release, and I do like this better than the flanker it's flankered from. And the flanker that it's flankered from, I know this is confusing with me saying flanker so much, is really good in its own right. I'm talking about Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights, with Acqua di Gio being the original base DNA, Acqua di Gio Profondo being the flanker, and then now the flanker to the flanker, Profondo Lights. A bit fresher, not quite as sharp and synthetic, a whole lot more greener. It's got a bit more fresh spice going for it for a little while. As it dries down, it really turns into Profondo for the most part, but it's just, like I said, fresher and greener and a little tad bit spicier than the original. Doesn't sacrifice much in projection, really doesn't sacrifice anything in longevity. I get about 8-ish hours with both of them on my skin. Both fantastic projectors, compliment getters, performers in longevity. I mean, it really still checks all the boxes that the original Profondo had, but I just think this is just a little bit better. And it's the newest release in this video, actually. If you haven't gotten your nose on this one, definitely try it out. Yes, still redundant, pretty redundant for the most part if you already have Profondo, but if you tried Profondo and it wasn't completely for you, maybe try this one. It's a little less sharp, greener, more spicy, and doesn't sacrifice any of the performance that Profondo is known for. So it may be the one to go for you. I do have a place in my collection and my rotations for both, but if I had to just pick one, I actually did a battle video between the two. For those of you that didn't see it, you can see what I say about each individually and my overall assessment, but basically the summary is I like this one a little bit better because it smells a bit better in my opinion. Definitely my favorite flanker of a flanker in this line because Absolute, Acqua di Gio Absolute, which is a flanker, has a flanker in itself, Absolute Instinct, which doesn't get a ton of love. I personally enjoy, but I don't think can hold a candle to this one. I just think this one's that great. If you're looking for a wonderful fresh fragrance release from 2021, you might want to sample Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights. Until further notice, in my opinion, this is still the best spice bomb you can get. Yes, better than Extreme in my opinion. My opinion, of course. I'm talking about SPICEBOMB Night Vision Eau de Parfum, a flanker to Night Vision. So you have your base DNA of SPICEBOMB. They then flankered that to Night Vision, and then they made an EDP version of Night Vision, which is light years better than the original Night Vision. And look, I'm one of the few in the crowd that likes Night Vision EDT, but the EDP, oh man, 10 times better isn't a strong enough multiplier, to be honest with you. It is so good. It's a beast. It's rich. It's rounded. It's nutty. It's a little sweet, but not too sweet. It's still got that touch of spice in the dry down. The nutty notes, the pistachio, it really adds this smooth, nutty creaminess that kind of surrounds the Night Vision DNA. It really changed this fragrance for the better. And like I said, beast. Performance on par with SPICEBOMB Extreme. Loud and long lasting. Definitely don't need a ton of sprays with this one. You can choke somebody out if you're a super heavy sprayer and you like doing 10-15 sprays. This is one of those fragrances you don't need that much. 5 to 7 sprays. 7 is really heavy. 5 I think is kind of the sweet spot. 4 to 6 if you will. 5 to 7 is my normal for most fragrances unless it's lighter and fresher. Then I'll go a bit heavier. For this one, definitely in the 5 spray territory, because like I said, it's no slouch. It's a beast. It's a serious beast for sure, and one that you need to sample if you haven't tried, because this stuff is incredible. Like I said, my opinion, the best SPICEBOMB available on the market until further notice. Yes, I like the new infrared quite a bit, but this is still the better release. This is the 2020 release. It's more well-rounded. It does not do that well in the summer because it's very rich. I have worn it in the summer before. Easy on the sprays for that, or if you're going to be in a climate-controlled environment, you're better off that way because it is very dense. It does wear heavy, and it's very, very rich and loud. But spring, fall, early spring, fall, winter, this stuff is a stud. Like I said, get out and try it if you haven't yet. It's Viktor and Rolf SPICEBOMB Night Vision. This is the Eau de Parfum. And the last flanker of a flanker that I want to talk to you guys about today. So, the original doesn't get the kind of love it used to because it's been reformulated, so not too many people are big fans of it these days. I'm talking about Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. While this flanker smells nothing like the original, that's more of a gentlemanly barbershop, aromatic, soapy, dry tobacco type of scent. It's fresh. It's got all those classic attributes of a barbershop, fougere-ish type of fragrance. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, being a flanker to Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. And then what my opinion is the top upper echelon. I know everybody's loving Forever. I get it. I get Forever is great, but I still say Eau Intense is the best flanker of the flanker. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme is your original. Light Blue is your flanker. Light Blue Eau Intense, the flanker of the flanker. I love this stuff. I know my buddy Justin over at Stay Fresh Productions. Shout out to you, Justin, because I know you'll see this. He just dropped a video about overhyped fragrances, and this was one of those.
Light Blue Pour Homme Eau Intense. I do really enjoy this fragrance. I think it's great in terms of a designer aquatic, and especially one that does perform well. But is it the most amazing aquatic fragrance I've ever smelled? No, and that's just me. I think ever since Jeremy Fragrance started reviewing this when it came out, it exploded, and a lot of people do enjoy it. Again, myself included.
I believe the hype on this one. You know, I thoroughly enjoy this one, and I get it, you like it too, but I can understand where he's coming from because it does get crazy amounts of love. I know I've given it tons of love. There's a ton of other people that have given it all the praise over the last few years. But for me, I feel it's deservedly so. While not as good of a scent as the original, as Light Blue Pour Homme, because of the added richness and performance and how it smells out in the air, it's definitely the one to get, especially for those of you where performance is utmost important. This is going to be the one to go with because it's a beast. 8 to 10 hour type of fragrance for me. Very loud projector. Forcing compliments. I mean, it's not every time you wear it. Not everybody you walk by is going to be, but your likelihood is so much higher with a fragrance like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. Seriously, it's a compliment magnet type of scent profile. It's fresh, it's aquatic, it's very marine and salty, it's sea breeze, beach vibes type of stuff, summertime at its finest, and it really pushes out and can really grab somebody. It's going to last most of your day. Checks a lot of boxes. That's why I say I believe the hype is real, my personal opinion. And just like I said, everybody's loving the new light blue Forever flanker. I still think the cream of the crop is right here. This is my favorite flanker of the flanker when it comes to Dolce & Gabbana, and that is light blue Eau Intense Pour Homme. Well, shorter video today, not 5, not 10, not 15, only 4 today for you guys. There was a few others I could have threw this in to make it a 7 or whatever, but I stick to the ones that are utmost important to me, and in this instance, it was these 4 specific fragrances. And until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What's some favorite flankers of flankers for you? Do you have a special La Nuit de L'Homme flanker that you like more than Le Parfum? Because like I said, that's my choice. Not necessarily going to be your favorite. You might like the EDP better, or the new Blue Electrique, which I still haven't tried yet. People have been raving about it. I'm going to try it eventually. That's a La Nuit de L'Homme flanker, a flanker of a flanker, you know? Let me know down in the comments. Until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of these fragrances we discussed in this video and you give them a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later. Have a good one, guys.